Taco John's believes you deserve a better taco, made with better 100% North American beef inside our freshly cooked crispy shells. Here, everything's better, except our world-famous potato olays. They're the best. Come taste what we're about at Taco John's.
From the Quick Trip Traffic Center.
94 westbound is heavy from Manning to Woodbury as everyone's looking at a crash on the ramp to Woodbury. Also, 494 westbound is crawling from Nicolette to France with a crash on the right shoulder. Roads are getting heavier around the metro. I'm Jeremy Scott, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by Hamlin University.
Get the education you need to succeed at Hamlin University, where every student graduates having completed a paid internship or a field-based research project. It's one of the reasons why we were ranked the best regional university in Minnesota by U.S. News and World Report. Inquire today at hamlin.edu/applyhu.
The final week from Paris.
It's Noah Lyles! The 20-year drought is over for the Americans.
The 800 still belongs to the one and only Katie Ledecky. Scotty Scheffler adds gold to his green jackets.
Bring the Summer Games with you from your phone to your car or wherever you listen. Open the free iHeart app now and enable push notifications for live updates from Paris. iHeartRadio, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics.
No politics, no bullying, and no filter. The Dave Bryan Show on KDWB.
1 hour commercial free. It is KDWB. What is on your bucket list? This is kind of an interesting thing because people love to talk about what they want to do. And I encourage you to use the talkback feature to either put it out in the universe that one day you want to do X, Y, Z, or maybe give somebody an idea. Maybe somebody listening right now is like, I don't really know what to do. I don't have a lot of cash to spend. I can't go to Iceland. I can't go to Norway. I can't afford whatever. But maybe you give somebody an idea like, oh, maybe your bucket list is to, I love this one. This is so simple. Becky says, I'm 42 years old. I played Mario Brothers for over 30 years, and I still have never rescued the princess. So that is on my bucket list, is to rescue the princess, and I love that one. So good luck. There's a couple of more. Ashley Ryan Clint says, I want to go skydiving. Someday she wants to go skydiving.
That's nice.
You put it out in the universe, and maybe somebody listening right now is like, oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
The reason it came up is because after my big adventure that I've mentioned way too many times last week, Pikes Peak.
Oh, Pikes Peak?
Yeah, hiked all the way up it. I don't really know what to do next. What is on your bucket list, Bailey? What do you want to do?
I would love to go to New York City and see a Broadway show. I've never once.
Oh my
I feel like I would like it. But, maybe own a little house with like a garden. I wouldn't mind maybe getting married one day, but that's not necessarily a me bucket list because that involves two people.
Okay, gotcha. I'm amazed that you, as much as you love theater, have never seen a Broadway show.
I've never gone. I think I would like it so much that I would want to stay. I don't know. I have never been. So
it really
knows?
is nice.
Interesting.
Is it?
Jenny, what is on your bucket list?
I try to think of something outside of traveling because I have so much on there that is traveling, but I want to host like a really epic themed party. I'm thinking like Survivor of sorts, like where there is going to be, you're going to have your torch and everything. And we are going to, of course.
Okay, great, thanks.
I need like true Survivor fans.
Oh, yeah,
to
I have a buff.
So they understand.
I own
Perfect.
a buff, yeah.
So probably host an epic themed party.
That sounds kind of cool.
Fun.
Okay. Vaughn, what is on your bucket list?
I've always said two things. One, I want to be a contestant on a game show like Family Feud, just because Steve Harvey's answers to people they're so stupid. Like people be like, shoelace, good answer, good answer. And it'll be
it's like the worst
terrible
answer ever,
answer.
yes.
That, and then I want to go, I've been ziplining twice in Jamaica. I want to go to Puerto Rico to go ziplining because I think it's like the second biggest zip line in the world.
That is super cool. What is on your bucket list? Leave a talk back. And maybe you'll inspire somebody and you put it out in the universe and maybe it'll happen.
Hey, my name's Michael. I am from New Richmond, Wisconsin. And what's on my bucket list is to build a demo car and do a demo before I am 30.
Wow.
Cool.
Okay,
Wow.
that's good. You set a date,
Yeah.
a
Yes.
time for it. Good for you. Here's another one.
One thing on my bucket list is to visit all 50 states. And my husband has the same goal, so pretty sure we'll get there. We've been to a good chunk.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Get one of those little maps that you put a pin in or scratch off when you go.
Hi, my name is Catherine, and I'm 27 years old. And ever since 7th grade, my lacrosse coach said she went skydiving in New Zealand. So that is on my bucket list. Ever since 7th grade, like 15 years ago, that's been on my bucket list.
Cool.
But I've been skydiving in Baldwin, Wisconsin. Not the same.
Okay.
A little different.
Here's Olivia.
Hey, it's Olivia from Eden Prairie. Something on my bucket list would be the Tulip Festival in Amsterdam.
Yes. Have you seen pictures of that?
No.
Oh, it's gorgeous. Just tulips absolutely everywhere. I would love to do that.
That sounds kind of cool.
That's a good one.
Last year I was going to try to ride a unicycle, and I thought I would try to impress you guys by riding out on the stage on the state fair at the KDWB booth on my unicycle. No. I couldn't do it.
You don't have the core strength.
Yeah, I do. I have great core strength.
I told you to
I
bring
do a
that
lot of
thing
planking.
in. I want to see it.
You want? I'll bring it in.
I would like to try it.
Remind me tomorrow.
Okay.
I'll bring it in. I'll bring it in for you. Text messages on your bucket list. Fly at night on the 4th of July. That sounds kind of cool. Get up into a little Cessna and fly around and watch all the fireworks on the 4th of July. That sounds kind of cool. Another text at KDWB1 says, I've always wanted to be on Wheel of Fortune. I don't even watch it anymore, but I'd still love to be on it.
Yes.
That would be my game show to be on.
Wheel of Fortune?
I think so.
I would want the one with Wayne Brady, just because then I'd get to hang out with Wayne Brady.
Which is that one?
I don't know. But isn't he a host of a game show?
I think I do really well on Who Wants to
Let's make a deal.
Let's make a
No,
deal.
yeah,
Let's make a deal.
Something different.
I
Okay,
love
good.
him.
What is it that you want to put on your bucket list? Here's one. Bailey, come to New York City, and I'll go to a show with you. Apparently, somebody listening in New York City.
Okay.
That would be cool. You should go with this person. Text them back. Go to New York City. They're probably a creepy murderer, but if she's wanting you to come along, then go along with the creepy murderer.
You can trust her.
Yeah, it's fine. Another one says, go to Amsterdam. It is beautiful.
Nice.
So Bailey's car apparently is full of garbage and is a storage locker for a lot of things that she doesn't have a storage locker for. So we're playing a little game here just for funsies. Bailey's going to describe something that she found randomly in her car, and we will try to jump in and guess what it is.
Okay. All right. So this is a place where insects go to metamorphosize and turn into a beautiful flying beast.
You have a beehive?
No.
No. A cocoon. A cocoon
close.
holder.
Close.
You have an ant farm?
A cocoon holder. What's another word for a cocoon holder?
I don't know.
A cage, like a
Cage,
butterfly
cage.
net thing.
You have-
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
I have a butterfly house in my car.
Okay.
Why?
Listen,
Why?
my mom gave it to me. She said, you're going to love this. It's a butterfly house. And I just haven't taken it out of my car yet.
No.
How long has it been in there?
Just like, I don't know, 4 days.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh, cute. Okay,
okay.
good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. This is a toy that is a female character from the Star Wars prequels that wears amazing makeup.
Princess Leia.
No, that's.
I don't watch Star Wars.
Okay.
Padawan?
No, you're close.
Yoda.
Okay, great. None of you will know this one, but you're close with Padme.
Padme, yeah. I
There's
said
a
Padme.
Queen Amidala Barbie I have in my car.
Okay.
My sister gave that to me. Thank you, Madison. Okay, this is something that's a piece of art representing the best Disney movie / love story ever told between a woman and a monster.
It is a Beauty and the Beast oil painting.
Yes, it is.
Are you serious?
Beast oil
You
painting
have a
is in
Beauty-
my car.
What kind of weird? Get out of here right now. You have a
Stop.
Beauty and the Beast oil painting in your car?
Yes.
Not on your wall?
Well, it'll go on my wall someday. I don't know.
Okay, sure.
Is this all sitting in like a trunk or your back
It's just
seat?
in my back seat.
Okay.
Okay, this is something that will keep you dry in
Get
the
a
event.
towel, beach towel.
I'm not done yet.
Hair dryer.
let her
In the event of a rainstorm.
Umbrella.
A poncho.
But not just any umbrella.
Okay.
Okay, it is representative of a classic Disney movie where a lead character owns an umbrella.
Mary Poppins umbrella.
Yes, I have a Mary Poppins umbrella.
I didn't
And
know
the
that.
fun fact, it is broken as of yesterday because the wind was so wild.
Oh,
It
my
was
gosh.
wild yesterday.
Do you
Anyway.
fly with that umbrella? Can you fly with that?
Yeah.
I've tried.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I almost made it happen, and then it broke. So
I love your carpet bag. That's beautiful.
Thank you. All right, this is a sweet treat that's pinwheeled and chewy in bulk.
Pinwheeled. What do you?
Pinwheeled and
All I
chewy.
can think about is cheese. But
Pretzel?
chewy.
Is it a pretzel?
No, it's not a pretzel. Pinwheeled and chewy.
Is it
Pinwheel.
bubble gum?
It's sweet, a sweet treat. It's not bubble gum.
A candy apple?
No,
I don't know what pinwheel
Yeah,
means.
I don't know.
like a
circle.
like
It's
a
a sucker. It's an
spiral.
all-day sucker.
No, it's not. It's chewy
That's sweet.
and it's
Cotton
sweet.
candy. You got cotton candy in
Nope,
your car?
I'll just tell you. It's a
What?
box of fruit roll-ups.
A box of fruit
I have a
roll-ups.
box of fruit roll-ups in my
Why?
Okay, how long have those been in your car?
car. Less than a week.
Okay, but in the last week it's been like 95
Yep,
degrees.
so they're probably
I'm concerned.
They're probably kind of squishy.
I've
Yeah.
never looked in your car. Now I'm curious to see what kind of mess is in
I've
there.
got a lot of crap in there.
Yeah, I've been in it. Whew.
Is it bad, Vaughn?
Listen.
Dirty.
How long did it take her to remove things that were sitting in the front seat and put them in the back so you could sit?
It's funny that you think she did that. She was just like, oh, it's fine. Just sit on top of it. It's like, what?
I sat on like one piece of paper. Okay, chill. Okay, here's the last thing. Okay. Something you wear only on occasion, usually with a costume that makes it hard to breathe.
A mask?
A corset.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yes.
love that one.
Other things
why
that
you had a corset?
Oh, I had it for a burlesque show that I went to, and the theme was rainbow, and the corset is a rainbow corset.
Oh, okay.
So that's why, and I just haven't given it back to my sister.
Okay.
Other things that I already told you about, so I can't give it away. I have 2 pillow pets in my car. I have a box of bras that I'll never wear. I have a bag of old towels.
Well, are there the box of bras in there because you're going to donate them? Or
Eventually.
why are they in there?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
they're eventually. I have to run into like a very specific bra donation in order to donate them. And then a printer. I have a printer in there as well.
Are you the kind of person that if I go to your apartment that I walk in and I have to like walk through like you're a hoarder's house,
No.
like there's a little path through your dining room?
No, I don't think so. I feel like I actually am quite tidy in my apartment, but my car, literally for the last 10 years, I've always had stuff in my car because I've always had like at least 2, if not 3 or 4 jobs. And so you always have like a little bit of each job. And I love my uncle. He died a couple of years ago, and I have a lot of his stuff in my car. So like his printer, but I don't have any space for it in my 1-bedroom apartment. So that's why I have a printer in my car. But it makes for a good story.
Oh,
I mean, kind of,
sell
yeah.
that on Facebook
Yeah.
Marketplace then. That's
I
what
probably
do.
could. But what if I need the printer at some point?
You haven't this long.
Well, it's because I don't have
Man.
space for it. Once I have space for it, maybe I'll use it.
You also get free prints here at the office. So
Yeah, with a crappy printer.
We do have the world's
This is how
worst.
you become a hoarder.
You are kind of
Once
a hoarder.
I have
yeah.
space for it, I'll use it.
Well, I feel like
That's
once
true.
I
When you
reach my bucket list of having a home.
When you justify, I was watching that hoarder show one time. There's an old lady who had a giant pumpkin that was rotting in her living room. And her daughter's like, Mom, why do you got this pumpkin? She's like, look how big that pumpkin is. Those seeds are genetically blessed. I'm going to plant those in the yard someday. Someday.
I'm not going to keep a rotting pumpkin in my home.
You got an old dot matrix printer in your car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never know when you're going to need one.
In your car, what are you going to plug it into?
All right. Thanks, Bailey. It is KDWB on the Dave Ryan in the Morning Show. How many followers you up to on Avant? Take a look.
Let's see.
We're trying to get Vaunt to, well, it was his idea. He said if it gets to 5,500 followers by Monday at 8 a.m., he will pose in a thong on Instagram.
Right now, I'm at 4,859.
So you've gained
over 300 in the past,
300.
what, half hour since we started this
You're
bet?
gonna easily do it. Go follow Vaunt Leak, VONTLEAK on Instagram. And while you're at it, give Bailey a follow too. Bailey on Air. I don't need any more followers. I got so many, I don't know what to do with
You
them all.
actually don't want as many as you have.
I would actually love more. I gain about 100 every couple of months. I'm like, ooh, another 100. Yay. Let's do the dirt on
The
KDWB.
Dave Ryan Show, 101.3 KDWB.
Brought to you by Nicolay Law Offices. Kelly Clarkson is kind of shading the stars that used to mock her when she was on American Idol. But then they became judges on The Voice or on American Idol. Here's Kelly.
But I will say a lot of them ended up on shows like the one I'm from.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you name...
It's funny what money does.
Luke Bryan gives advice for Carrie Underwood for joining American Idol.
Up her therapist. If she has a therapist, she's probably going to have to double to deal with me and Lionel. She's going to probably have to. Maybe I should credit her or give her. Do therapists do gift cards where I can call her therapist and gift her a voucher?
I will mention that Governor Tim Walz is in the news. You know why?
Yeah, because he's one of the people that are up for the vice president with Harris.
Kamala Harris has reportedly narrowed her search down to 2 people, Tim Walz and Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro.
Oh, I thought the Arizona senator was still in the running, too.
Apparently, according to NBC News, they've narrowed it down to 2. She's expected to unveil her pick this morning, so that'll be kind of interesting. And in other dirt, it is the 1,000-year rainstorm in southeast United States. This is more rain than they get like every 1,000 years. And I worry because my boy Carson, he's on the tour right now with Thomas Day. They're on a tour bus. Right now they're heading for Atlanta, Georgia. And then they're going to Jacksonville.
Is there flooding and stuff happening?
I don't know that it's there yet.
Okay.
But Yeah, it is very interesting.
What about the Midwest rainstorm we've been getting this summer? Because it's been wild
it's
here,
been
too.
very wet all summer long, and yesterday was just a dark downpour.
I know.
Yesterday it was awful, but today's supposed to be pretty nice.
Yeah.
You love Chapel Roan.
I do love Chapel Roan.
Everyone
Chapel
loves her
Roan.
now.
I love her.
Lollapalooza says that more people went to her daytime set than any other in the music festival's history.
Wow.
Last week in Chicago, more than 100,000 people descended on Lollapalooza. Chapel played to the biggest crowd, larger than the headliners.
Wow.
She is on fire right now.
Go ahead, Bailey.
No, she dressed up as like a Nacho Libre kind of guy on the first day, and then she was a nun on the second day.
And I saw that, so Noah Khan was the headliner that night on that stage, and he was literally like in the crowd singing along to her songs.
Cute.
And was like there. He's like, I might be the headliner, but I'm here for her.
Noah Khan was? Really?
Yes, I
That
love
was kind
her.
of cool. Let's see. There's a lot of Olympic stuff, so I'll just kind of go over this really quickly. Team USA has accumulated 78 medals total. 20 of those are gold, 30 silver, and 28 are bronze. Gymnastics yesterday, both Simone Biles and Suni Lee fell off the balance beam, meaning neither one medaled in the event. Biles got silver on her floor routine, and Jordan Childs earned bronze after appealing her initial score. Rebecca Andrade from Brazil took gold. Not sure if I said her name right. And the photo of three black women on the podium, especially with Biles and Childs bowing down to Andrade, is an iconic photo because that has never happened before with three black women on the podium. Somebody got kicked out of the Olympic Village. You hear about this one?
Yes, I did.
What'd you hear about it, Jenny?
Well, it was like for bad behavior, but I don't know what the bad behavior was.
They're very vague. It is a swimmer from Paraguay. Her name is Luana Alonso. She was accused of creating an inappropriate atmosphere and distracting her teammates. So let's find out what she did.
Yeah.
She qualified for just one event that was scheduled on the very first day. And her time was too slow to advance to the semifinals, so her Olympics were over. And they said afterwards she treated the Olympics as a party and the village as her personal playground. Rather than support her swimming teammates that competed throughout last week, she went to Disneyland Paris. And perhaps most upsetting to the committee was that she stopped representing Paraguay and wore her personal attire that highlighted her lean, muscular frame. It's interesting that she's a Paraguay athlete, but she goes to college in Texas. But I guess that she was just walking around being too sexy and getting drunk and flirting and causing a ruckus.
What else are you supposed to do when you're not in the Olympics anymore?
I don't know. I'm not
Get a
sure.
little drunk.
I mean,
I'm just kidding. I don't really support that because these other people have to stay focused on like their Olympics. So it probably is a distraction.
It is kind of funny that you did something bad enough to get kicked out of the Olympic Village. It's like, okay. All right, whatever. Machine Gun Kelly earned his 1-year sobriety chip, 365 consecutive days clean and sober. This time last year, he secretly checked into a rehab clinic. He said Monday on the Dumb Blonde podcast, I didn't tell anybody outside the people closest to me. That was my first time in rehab. He praised his part-time girlfriend, Megan Fox, for being extremely helpful as he adjusted to sober living. She quit drinking booze about 15 years ago. He said, this journey is going to be hard for me, but I accept it and I forgive myself. And that is the dirt. What's up?
We're just going to play a song quick.
We're going to play a song? Okay. We're going to play a song because we got a request for this one a little while ago. It's Tove Lo. It's Habits. It goes back a bit. But, once in a while, you request a song at the radio station. And what happens? We play it for you. It's Tove Lo on KDWB. KDWB, good morning. Thanks for listening. It is commercial free, whether you're on the iHeartRadio app or on a regular radio. We appreciate you being here. It is Dave and Jenny and Vaunt and Bailey, and it is time.
Jenny's been on Reddit.
Been on Reddit all morning, not paying attention to anything we're talking about. What'd you find on Reddit?
Okay, so these are going to be stories from awful jobs people have worked that hopefully will make you feel a little bit better about your job.
Okay.
So first off, it says I was waiting tables for $2.13 an hour.
13 cents.
Yeah,
Oh my
sorry,
God.
Yeah, 13 cents, Jesus. And it was especially awful on Sundays when the church crowd comes rushing in and they would get seated in parties of like 25 people, all with separate checks, all very rude. And also, church people are the worst tippers. Many of them don't leave a tip at all except for leaving church tracts in place of money. So I've gotten that before. When I've been
Really?
a server, yes, I've gotten the Sunday crowd where they leave a little Bible behind or something else, and they maybe give you like $1 or $2.
Jenny, that is priceless. That's the gift of eternal life.
I already
and
know
you were
about
looking
it.
down your nose at this
I already know about
pamphlet.
eternal life.
I already
and
know about it.
that I'm not getting into the place I want to be going.
No,
so
you will.
I'm
You
kind of
will.
like, whatever.
Read that pamphlet.
Let's see. This person said, I worked at a fast food burger place for my first job, and I got fired after a month because at the end of the day, instead of throwing away the leftover burgers, I would give them to homeless people. Now, this was back in 1999, so things have probably, hopefully changed when people have like leftover food. I hope they're giving it to like a food pantry or something else.
Yeah, I think a lot of them do.
But can you imagine you're like doing something good and you're like, sorry, you're fired.
Fired.
This one says, I worked at a daycare center and the building was so old and run down. My classroom carpet was disgusting. It had pee and vomit spots all over it.
Ew.
Broken toys, no supplies. It was just horrible. And there were mice running around.
At the daycare.
Yeah.
Wow.
This one said, I worked at a DVD store doing floor stuff, organizing shelves, putting out new stock, etc. And it was a fun job for me until we started a rewards program. Very few people signed up and our numbers were bad. So my boss got the brilliant idea to put cute little 19-year-old me in a low-cut top in the anime section and encouraged the dudes to sign up for it. And I guess he figured dudes would buy more anime who are sad and lonely and would be pleased by the attention from a girl. And so anyway, she quit that job pretty quickly
So
there.
she
like,
maybe did it for
"Goodbye."
a day. Okay,
Yes.
gotcha. Wow.
That's what it was like working at a liquor store. When I worked at a liquor store, they put you in the front and they were like, you want to try some wine? Hello, would you like to try some
Oh,
wine?
I thought those were like liquor reps that do
Sometimes
that
they're
stuff.
just the random girl who's 23 who works at the liquor store.
Really?
Oh, I
AKA
didn't know that.
Okay.
I had to do that so much and figure out what I was going to say about wine that I've never heard of before, just so that there'd be somebody smiling at them that's a girl when they walk in.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Did you just pretend to know more about it? than
Oh,
you
yeah.
did?
I pulled all of that stuff out of my butt cheeks. I had no idea. I was like, yeah, this is earthy.
And the thing is every
Yes.
single person that walked in believed you because all they wanted was a free sample. They
Yes.
don't care.
No.
They're like, oh, yeah, definitely earthy. I can taste
Yes,
that.
yum, yum.
All right, these are awful jobs people have worked. Hopefully, it's making you feel a little bit better about yours if you're unhappy at your work. This one says that I worked at a popular fast food place, and my schedule was always all over the place. I could have 40 hours one week, 25 the next, and then 0. And the kitchen was always really hot during the summer, and they refused to fix the air conditioning. So we
Oh,
worked
wow.
in just a hot spot.
Ew.
I worked graveyard shift at a grocery store, and it just wasn't fun mentally. It took a toll on me because of being up all night and sleeping through the day. I mean, Dave, you've done like overnights and stuff. You know that it's so hard.
It is so hard. I was going to college at the same time, working all nights, midnight to 6 at a radio station. I'd go home and sleep for a few hours, then I'd go off to Pikes Peak Community College.
Yes.
I was always tired. And in the middle of the night, people stop calling the request lines at about 2 a.m. when they get home and go to bed. So for about 4 hours, it was just me. And it was just awful.
Yeah, I worked overnights once too. It
It's
was like
hard-
night
it's hard,
security. It
isn't
was
it?
awful.
You did
So
night
boring.
security?
I did night security in college. Yeah,
Where?
at St. Cloud State in one of the dorms.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah,
so you had to
and
stay up all night?
Yeah, I'd work 12 to 6 as well, and yeah, it was really awful. But yeah, you're right. Like after 2:30 a.m., it's super quiet.
Nobody's up.
So we would just watch like music videos and just sit and ponder our life.
You say we, so you
it
had...
would be me and one other person.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
and then you'd
gotcha.
have to go on rounds to make sure no one's partying.
I think
Gotcha.
Bailey has officially worked way more jobs than I have because I've
100%.
always been the one on the show that's like, I had a paper route. I worked at Piggly Wiggly. I had like 3 jobs throughout my 20s. I think Bailey's had like 20 jobs.
Yeah, I'll bring you my resume tomorrow.
Please do.
The scroll.
Here's one other one. It says, I worked at a deli that lots of older people frequented. They were always so mean over the dumbest things. Like if I sliced the meat and it wasn't exactly 1 pound, they would throw a tantrum.
Wow.
Housekeeping was easily the worst job I ever had. Making beds is no joke. And how people can do it for 10 plus years is crazy. I would just like to hear the crazy stories from housekeepers. That's what I would like to hear. You know that they have stories.
Oh, you know that they're going to find all kinds of things like in the bed and in the bathroom. And I always try to leave housekeeping a little upper decker. When
You're
go,
disgusting.
You just like
you
to challenge.
are the worst person ever if you do that at a hotel or wherever you're staying.
That's icky.
Usually. Yeah, well, it gives them a good story when they go in the break room. It's like, room 233, somebody left an upper decker in there.
Put them to work.
Yeah, right. They probably left work because they vomited everywhere after seeing that.
I left a tip, Jenny. I left a tip.
Oh, yeah. That makes up for your upper decker. If you don't know what that means, just Urban Dictionary it, but also don't. Gosh. All right, one more. This one says, I worked at a front desk at a hotel, and instead of just giving people regular shifts, you worked first, second, and third.
Whoa.
After months of this, my body didn't know when to sleep or when to wake up, so I was all over the place. I can't imagine that. It's hard, obviously, to work shifts where you should be sleeping because your body internally wants to be sleeping when it's dark. But then to be working different ones constantly,
terrible.
No.
Text messages, bad jobs that you worked. I worked at a factory doing who knows what over a summer. I was the only female. I was 19. Bunch of middle-aged men constantly getting catcalled and bothered.
Ugh.
I cried every day on my way there. And one day I went on my lunch break and I never went back.
Ooh, that probably felt
Queen
so
move.
good.
Yeah.
I think the worst job I ever worked at was a radio station. I don't want to be too specific, but the boss was like banging all the cute, young 22-year-old people that he hired that were not really qualified.
Oh.
He was married, by the way.
Oh.
He was also doing cocaine
What
with
a
somebody
peach.
else who worked at the radio station.
Oh, my God.
And he would hire these wonderful, beautiful young women
Yeah.
in positions they weren't really ready for because then he could bang them. And he
Ew.
was, and everybody at the whole radio station was hooking up with each other. And I was and I got fired from it. And it was such a blessing that I got fired from it because it was just awful.
Yeah, you're like, thank goodness.
Just
Get me out of here.
Another text says, I worked for a rental car company. Enough said.
Is that bad?
Why? I don't know why it would be bad. Maybe it would be.
I guess I can imagine a lot of people being like, I need this specific car, and it's
I
your
guess.
fault that this is green.
They scratched it, and they won't own up to the fact that they scratched it,
They
and they're probably
threw
just
up.
It was
constantly
there.
arguing.
It was there. Another one, I worked at a tanning salon, and grown men would pee in the garbage cans constantly.
What? Why?
No.
Why? I have no idea.
Ew.
All right, here's what we're going to do, Seb. We've got something really cool. We're going to take you to Mall of America next. I want to say it's Tuesday.
Yes.
Next Tuesday.
Yep.
We're all going to be there. I think Jenny's got something else going on, but the rest of us are going to be there because we care. You're going to get a chance to go see, check this out. You're going to qualify to go see Charlie XCX in Chicago on September 30th. All you got to do is call me now. You get slimed at Mall of America. Vaunt and Bailey and myself are going to be there Tuesday afternoon, next Tuesday. So call in right now if you want to go see Charlie XCX in Chicago. You will get slimed. I don't know what happens to make you the winner of getting slimed, but you will get slimed, and when you do, you're qualified for the trip to Chicago. So we'll grab caller number 10 right now. Check your phone. Make sure you're available on September 30th and also next Tuesday, sometime in the afternoon, August 13th, 651-989-KDWB. What is on your radar? What is on your radar? We do this every Tuesday on KDWB. We just like something that we found or a book or an app or a restaurant or some little hotspot, something like that. On my radar this week, if you love the game that we play called Think Fast, where you go, give me a fruit that starts with an S.
A strawberry.
Yes.
Oh.
There is a game that is pretty much like that. It's called Tapple. And somebody who listens to the show told me about this one. It is a little round thing with all the letters of the alphabet, except probably Z and Y. And you'll get a card that'll say like states. And then you tap C and you say Connecticut. And then you tap D and you go Delaware. And then your friend has got to tap like
I've seen this. It's like a circular thing.
It's
and
a
you
circular
like
thing, yeah.
punch down.
And we played it the other day with Alice and me and Susan, and it was so much fun. It's called Tapple.
Tapple.
And it's fun, and it's simple, and it's competitive, and it's interactive, and it's really cool. That's on my radar.
It's your heart rate up, too.
It does. Tapple. Jenny, what's on your radar?
I feel like I'd break that thing. I'd get too aggressive.
You would, yeah.
I know. What's on my radar is, oh my God, I just blanked. What I was good. Oh, okay. So I know that it's not anything new, but I have been reading the ACOTAR series, and I just want to like promote
That's the
reading
fairy
that.
porn?
It is.
Yeah, fairy
It
porn.
is. It's so good. I'm only on book 4, and there's 5 of them, but I just got through book 3, and I had such an emotional roller coaster on that book that I cried for 5 minutes at one point. Like I had to stop reading, and I cried for like 5 minutes because of something that happened. So I just would highly recommend if you're looking for books to read and you haven't read ACOTAR yet, you should definitely check those out. And then that same author has wrote so many other series that I've heard about, so I'm going to dive into those next.
Okay.
Wow.
Bailey, what's on your radar?
Well, speaking of reading, on my radar is the Libby app. If you don't have it, you should download it. It's thousands of public libraries have like ebooks and audiobooks that you can read for free. So it just works like a regular library, but it's an app on your phone. And reading it's still reading if it's an audiobook as far as I'm concerned. And I've read so many books now because I can listen to them in my car and on a walk thanks to the Libby app.
Okay.
So that's what's on my radar.
That's cool, Vaughn. What's on your radar?
There's these drinks that Alyssa picked up from, I think we got it from Cub. They're called Olipop. They might not be new to you guys, but they're like a new kind of soda, a little bit healthier. They have probiotics and
prebiotics,
excuse me, and botanicals and plant fibers. And they have like regular they have grape soda, they have cream soda, root beer, but they just taste a little bit healthier. So it's a nice like substitute.
What flavor did you try?
I tried root beer and the cream soda.
See, I have the root beer one, and I like that one. I don't like the strawberry vanilla at all, though. And Olipop and Poppy are the two new like prebiotic healthy sodas out there, and I'm still on the side of Poppy's better. But most people don't like that.
The website has banana cream, and
banana
crisp
cream.
apple. There's a bunch of flavors, but yeah, these are like a good healthy alternative.
Okay, very cool. So on our radar, real quick again, mine is a board game. It's a little electronic game called Tapple. Lots of fun. Jenny?
Mine is the ACOTAR series, A Court of Thorns and Roses.
Mine is the Libby app for your phone to get free ebooks and audiobooks.
And mine is Olipop. They're like a healthy soda alternative brand.
Okay, check them out on our radar this week. Blink 182 is in town tonight. We're going to pull a little track out of the vault for you. It's Blink 182 on KDWB. Blink-182 is in town tonight, and here this morning is Vaunt with Vaunt Stirs the Pot. What do you got, Vaunt?
Well, I'm going to say something that hopefully doesn't come off crazy controversial, but there's a reason for it. I think that, you know how if you have a nail appointment, hair appointment, something like that, and you cancel within, let's say I canceled 2 hours before.
Mm-hmm.
They probably keep your deposit or like the whole thing, right? I think the same thing vice versa. If you cancel on me as the hairstylist or the doctor or whatever, you should give me my money back.
You think doctors should be paying?
I don't know.
you
I
if
was
they
trying
have
to think of yes, actually, because that was time that was wasted of mine. And the reason I say this is because yesterday I had a haircut appointment, and my man's canceled on me 1 hour before with no rhyme or reason. I called him, texted him. 2 different phone numbers, by the way. Didn't answer. And then I saw him post on Instagram a couple hours later.
About what?
About what do you mean about what?
Like what is he posting about?
He posted a selfie.
Oh.
And I was just like, bruh, like if I canceled on you, you would have made me pay because you would have been upset because you lost money on a client.
What do you made you pay, though? I mean, seriously, for a haircut? I mean, if you just don't show up, does he have your credit card number?
Not mine, but there are some places that make you put a deposit down.
Yeah, there are.
For a haircut?
Yes.
Not at Great Clips. You try to go to Great Clips?
For a tattoo, you do.
Maybe
for
I
sure.
should do that. Yeah, because that's money that they could have got. And I've had a barber before where, you have to give them your credit card ahead of time. It's like a $10, $15 deposit.
Or like you usually get like a 24-hour window to cancel in.
Yeah, but he canceled an hour beforehand.
Right, and he gave you no reason.
No, I just got I got it because I book it through my phone, through an app.
Yeah.
So I got an email saying, hey, so-and-so canceled your appointment. No, I haven't spoke to him. So
Wow.
I think that if you are also some type of provider, a stylist, nail tech, hair salon, you should also have to give me my money back. Not only did you waste, what if I had a wedding today? Then what?
That's true.
Then I'd be crapped out of luck, looking all scruffy and muffy. I can't take beautiful selfies of me in a thong to post on Instagram.
Oh, okay. Do you know what I love about Vaunt? He can't let things go.
I won't.
Because not only have we heard about it now on the radio for the last 3 minutes, he also was raging on Instagram, on his Instagram stories about it. He first posted about it being canceled. Then he was like talking about how he needs a new barber because his barber bailed on him. So he's talking S about the barber on it. And he can't let things go.
I can't.
Kind of noticed that, yeah.
I need a haircut. I haven't gotten a haircut since before I got back from Jamaica or after I got back from Jamaica. And so, I posted that on Instagram. I said, looking for black barbers in the Minneapolis, St. Paul area because mine canceled on me. And Alyssa was like, ooh, you put him on blast. I was like, hell yeah.
Well, you didn't say their name, so I wouldn't say it really blast.
How often do you get your haircut?
Every 2-ish weeks. My hair grows back very fast.
Huh. How much does it cost to get your haircut?
I don't want to talk about that.
Oh, tell us. I'm curious.
I want to know.
I pay between $40 and $50.
Okay, that sounds
Every
reasonable.
2 weeks,
that sounds
though?
reasonable.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Andrew gets his cut pretty frequently. I don't think it's quite that much, but it is like every few weeks.
I mean, it always depends, but that's $40-$50 that this dude didn't get. And I feel like now he should give me for inconvenience and me thinking that I was going to have a haircut. What if
Call
I had
him
this
right
book
now.
for
Call him right now and ask for money.
Say I won't.
No, you will not.
Say I won't.
No, you will not.
He's
We're
not
going to get
awake.
sued by
Yeah,
a barber.
don't do that.
We are already broke. We don't need a $15 million
I'll do
settlement
it.
with
No.
like Joey's barber
He's
shop.
going to say this is libel.
No, you can't say that.
You
Waste
gotta
of
let
my
things
time.
go. You need to do yoga.
Mm-hmm.
You need to meditate and do yoga.
It is
Some
my
breathing
job
exercises.
as the certified pot stirrer of the Dave Ryan Morning Show
yes.
to say things that people might disagree with. You
But
waste
here's-
my time and money. I always say time and money. I have very little of both, so don't waste them.
I think the thing is probably if you're in that industry where you do nails or you do like anything from a massage or a doctor or the whatever, that you probably get cancellations or just people that don't show up.
Yeah.
People that make a hair appointment, they're going to come and spend $200 and they just don't show up.
Can I change the subject for 2 seconds?
Yeah.
Tim Walz was announced as the running mate.
Oh, he
Are
was?
you serious?
Just
Yes,
like within the
breaking
last
news.
5 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Thanks for folling along on the news desk.
Yeah.
Tim
Somebody
Walz.
texted.
I was
Somebody
just
was like-
looking at that, just to make sure that was true.
Wow, that is I don't want to say crazy, but it kind of came out of nowhere.
If you don't know, folks, Tim Walz is our governor.
If you don't know, then you know what? Go back to bed. Go back to bed.
Right.
Can I bring up something? Speaking of appointments, I've got this thing on the side of my face that it wasn't there.
Show the
a
live,
week
the video,
ago.
the camera.
Well, I mean, I can show the camera, but it's really not. I don't think it's that.
No one can really
noticeable.
see it, yeah.
But it's just like a little mole about the size half of your pinky nail on the side of my cheek. And I said, okay, I'm going to call the dermatologist. Do you know you can't get into a dermatologist anymore? You know why?
Why?
And tell me if I'm wrong. I'm all about supporting dermatologists. I'm not trying to insult. But if you have something that is not, I don't know about emergency. If it's not
like life or
dire, then you can't get in. But you know who they move ahead of you? And this is what I've heard, and tell me if I'm wrong. They move the Botox people ahead of you. They move all the injections of the face, and all that
so
stuff.
They're expensive,
and it's not covered by insurance. So dermatologists put those ahead of people that have a little mole because they're the moneymaker that's not covered by insurance. Now, I'm not faulting dermatologists because they're there to make money. But the soonest I could get in for this one, they said, we got an opening in October.
October?
I had to call around. I finally found one that's available tomorrow.
Wow.
To get this looked at because it's kind of came up out of nowhere.
Yeah, let me know what it is. I do want to know what it is.
I will you bet I'll let you know what it is.
Because then I'm going to just take their information that they give to you and apply it to any moles that pop up on my own skin.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. All right, thanks, Vaught, for stirring the pot. It's War of the Roses on 101.3 KDWB. Text us for anything that you need, a birthday shout-out, anything like that. Somebody says, Vaught, try Ackway Sport Barbershop. Goodfellas in Northeast, specifically Leah. A couple of people mentioned Ackway's. Have you heard of Ackway's before?
Somebody suggested it on my Instagram yesterday.
Yeah, a lot of people giving you suggestions, so definitely check them out.
Somebody else texted and said, I think Vaught's a crybaby for the most part, but I agree with him on this. A barber canceling last minute, it's the worst inconvenience. It is, because I also have things to do. Just because you're the service provider doesn't mean your time is worth more than mine.
I guess so. All right, thank you, Vaught. War of the Roses on 101.3 KDWB.
Piece of advice. Your cell phone company would never offer you free flowers for a survey. It's War of the Roses on KDWB.
We either have a guy who is legitimately a victim of horrible circumstances on War of the Roses, or we have a really big liar that came up with a great scheme.
Yeah, it's unique, that's for sure.
Now, listen to this and just judge by listening to Tracy's story about her husband whether he had a bad day or whether he is come up with a great lie. Hi, Tracy.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. So tell us what happened with, his name is Hunter. What happened with Hunter that made you want to try to trick him with War of the Roses?
Well, 2 months ago, he dropped his wedding ring down the storm drain in our neighborhood. He was walking our dog, and he said that the dog pulled the leash, and the leash pulled his ring off, and it went down the storm drain. And so he came home and told me that story, and he showed me the storm drain. It's like a block away, and I can see the ring in the grate. It's like 8 feet down.
It makes you think it must have been a loose ring because my ring is too tight where it would never just fall off like
Your
that.
Your finger is purple, Fallon. I mean, I don't know
I
what's going on.
might have to be amputated.
But since you got married, you're like most of us that get married, we're all of a sudden we don't care anymore. So now our ring finger is purple.
Oh.
So.
Well, that's what I thought. I didn't realize it was so loose.
Okay, so the ring, not to make a joke out of this, so his ring, you saw his ring and you recognize the ring. It's in the storm drain.
Yeah, I can see it. So we live in Coon Rapids, and he says he's called them multiple times, and they either blow him off, tell him they'll get to it. He, gets cut off on the phone or whatever. But he says he's called them to get the ring, and, that was 2 months ago, and he still doesn't have his wedding ring back. And he says he doesn't want to get a new one because we can see the ring in the drain.
Well, yeah, that would be frustrating.
You know what I'd do? I'd get, a magnet wouldn't work because, precious metals aren't magnetic.
I'd line up about 200 safety clips. Lower it down.
What's a safety clip?
Paper clip.
Oh, paper clip. Okay.
What I meant. Safety pen and paper clip is what I combined.
You know what? I can't think of anything much more trashy than fishing in a storm drain with a string and a paper clip. Leave it up to Fallon Von Set.
Thank you.
To come up with that idea.
Thank you.
So he's legitimately called the city, and I'm picturing if it's anything like in my neighborhood, it's like a big embedded in the concrete grate that you can see stuff down there, but you can see the ring. Okay, but what the obviously conclusion is he did it on purpose because he wants to walk around somewhere and let somebody think that he's single.
Well, that's what I was thinking. But, again, he said, the dog pulled the leash, and the story just seemed a little, I don't know, fishy.
A little bit fishy, but then just when you think, well, maybe it's true, what happened? Was it last weekend, or when was it that this happened?
Yeah, so last weekend, he went over to his buddy Phil's house, and they were just going to get together and watch the Vikings game. I mean, that's what you do on Sundays. And he gets home from Phil's house, and I walk into our bathroom that we share together, our master bath, and he's washing his in the sink. Like, in our bathroom, he's washing his
Okay.
Now I'm imagining. Wait, hold on. I have it imagined where it's like not like just like a little paper towel action. Like I have it like imagine like a nice little warm bath prepared in the sink, and he's like hanging over the side of it. Is that's not funny? I shouldn't laugh about that.
You know what? I'm sorry. We shouldn't laugh.
No, it's mean.
I knew that was part of the story, but I didn't know you were going to bust it out so quickly. So.
Well, it's a major.
No.
It's a major part of why I think he's cheating. I mean, I asked him.
Of course you did. Why are you doing this?
Why?
What did he say?
He said he was sweaty. He said he was sweaty, like he just was sweaty down there. But, I mean, you watch football. Have you ever gotten so sweaty you needed to do that?
No. And I mean, last Sunday, the Sunday before, whichever day it wasn't so hot. And I'm going to guess over at Phil's house, unless Phil has got the heat cranked up. But has he ever said, you know what? Let me tell you something, Tracy. I'm really sweaty. I'm going to go wash off in the sink. Has he ever said that before?
No, and I've never seen him do this. I mean, he's not a sweaty guy.
I have always said, if you're questioning it, when your guy gets home, say, let me smell those, because if they...
No, seriously? Really? You've said that before?
Well, I haven't said. I'm saying that's what you should say if you question if your person is not being faithful.
You nasty.
Smell it, because if it smells like fresh soap, they're a liar. And if it smells like something else, they're a liar. But if it smells like their normal musk, you're probably good.
Well, the obvious conclusion is if he's washing it off, then he wasn't over at Phil's house, or at least not at Phil's house alone, right? I mean, that's what you're leading up to.
Yeah, that's what I think. It was just such an odd. I would never assume something's wrong. He's just going to Phil's house. But then when I saw that, and then paired with the missing wedding ring and the whole, I've called Coon Rapids so many times. I don't know. I think he's cheating.
I got to tell you, I mean, I would say the wedding ring one by itself, maybe not.
Yeah, because you can see the ring.
But even without the wedding ring in the storm drain, the washing off in the sink when he came home from Phil's house, here's something. What about him and Phil? Do you ever think that maybe him and Phil got something going on?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. All right. I'm just putting it out there.
Anything's possible, I guess.
So what's the plan, Fallon? What do we do next?
Well, Dave, what I like to do in a situation like this is I like to call the guy up, offer him a dozen romantic roses.
Yeah.
He will then say who he would like to send said roses to. Either it's his wife or it's some lady of the night. And if it's a lady of the night, then we attack, Dave. We attack.
Okay. We'll go after him next. Hang on, Tracy. We'll come right back, okay?
Thanks, guys.
From the Custom One Exterior Weather Center.
That rain is finally clearing up today. It's going to be partly sunny with a high of 77. Tomorrow, partly sunny and 76.
This report is sponsored by Vicks VapoStick.
Vicks VapoStick delivers soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick. Vicks VapoStick, comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors. Use as directed. VapoStick for use ages 4 and up. Vapo Shower Max use for adults only.
Northern can help you save thousands on a new heating and cooling system.
Let Northern 1 Hour be your rebate concierge.
Because the federal and utility rebates are confusing.
It practically takes a PhD to figure them all out.
Some heat and air companies make you do it on your own.
So you leave a lot of money on the table.
But Northern 1 Hour makes it easy for you.
And helps you save the maximum.
And a new system can save you up to 50% off your energy bills.
Northern1hour.com.
Honey, listen to our drain.
Get the Unclogginator.
The what?
Northern Ben Franklin unclogs your drain.
Poking a hole through the muck isn't going to be enough.
They do way more than poke a hole through it.
Oh, yeah?
The Unclogginator annihilates drain clogs.
Really?
And they guarantee it won't clog again for life.
That's crazy.
That's
The Unclogginator.
NorthernBenFranklin.com.
Not sure what to do after a car accident? Don't stall the call. Just call 1-800-ASK-GARY. It's a free accident helpline to get you going in the right direction. Real people, free referrals, anytime, day or night. And tell them Roz sent you.
iHeartRadio, straight from the studio with Katy Perry.
My new song, Woman's World, is about a strength, a power, a feminine divine, and I am proud of it and sang it to the world.
Listen to Katy Perry's new song, Woman's World, now on iHeartRadio All Access. And get ready for her new album, 143, coming this September.
iHeartRadio. Presented by Secret Whole Body Deodorant. Secret works.
At Rasmussen University, we offer a full suite of nursing programs from pre-licensure to doctoral, online and on campus. Programs vary by campus. Learn more at rasmussen.edu/Minnesota.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating.
Keep celebrating when you bundle and save with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
At Taco John's, we believe a better Taco Tuesday starts with better tacos. That means using 100% North American beef, cooking shelves in-house daily, and a deal that makes you say, how are these only $1.29? Taco Tuesday is every Tuesday at Taco John's.
Downy Rinse and Refresh. Break up with stinky clothes.
Rinse it out. Every now and then I get a little bit tired of the stinks that just will never come out. Every now and then I rinse it out. One wash and it delivers. One wash, it smells so clean. Downy Rinse and Refresh, it's a dream.
Downy Rinse and Refresh removes 100% of odor in just one wash. Guaranteed.
If you've ever been in a car accident and been injured from said car accident, you know that life doesn't just stop. You have to keep going on and deal with insurance companies now coming at you. Nicolay Law comes in and helps you understand the process when you hire them. They make sure your medical bills are getting paid. They'll file a lawsuit if it's necessary against the at-fault individual, and they're going to work so hard to get you a fair settlement. Also, you don't pay unless they win. Give them a call today at 1-855-NICOLET or find out more information online at nicolaylaw.com.
As school messes return, rest easy. Clorox has got your back to school.
Oh, no. I'm back. That messy science experiment. And I brought baking soda, cornstarch.
And you're due tomorrow, right? Well, at least they stocked up on Clorox disinfecting wipes. Because you're not messing up my kitchen counters like last time.
Ooh, smart. Got any food coloring?
And off to the store we go.
Stock up on Clorox disinfecting wipes that clean 3 times better. Then wet paper towels and kitchen grease and soaps come. Use as directed.
You're free now. Free to kick back, relax, and stream beyond your wildest dreams.
Rom-coms, slasher coms, space operas, space westerns, cupcake bake-offs on Mars.
Free to fill your feed with impossibly chonky chonkers.
Cats, corgis, babies on demand.
Free to make your smart devices do silly things.
Bowl of chips on the robo-vacuum.
And master devices that have no business being smart.
Smart forks, smart toothbrushes, smart tortilla makers.
Free to open a world of remote work and a portal into Gametopia.
Who's the boss now?
Free to be everything you imagine, and then some. That's how it feels to have Quantum Fiber internet. Because with Quantum Fiber, you get peace of mind with a price for life.
That means you keep your internet service monthly rate for as long as you keep your plan. No promo pricing or rate hikes. Internet service monthly rate subject to continued plan availability.
Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed. Learn more at quantumfiber.com. Limited availability. Service in select locations only.
From the Quick Trip Traffic Center.
169 southbound is a parking lot from 94 all the way over to Rockford Road. Northbound, you're heavy from 101 into Pioneer Trail. We're still watching delays, though, on 694 westbound, where that is crawling from Long Lake to East River Road. That's all due to everyone looking at a crash on the right shoulder. I'm Jeremy Scott, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by Macy's. One of summer's greatest hits is Macy's one-day sale. With 40 to 60% off summer deals so good they won't last long. Don't wait. Sale ends Sunday. Savings off already reduced prices. Exclusions apply at Macy's one-day sale.
Hi, it's Andrea Gunning, the host of Betrayal. I'm excited to announce that the Betrayal podcast is expanding. We are going to be releasing episodes weekly, every Thursday. Each week, you'll hear brand new stories, firsthand accounts of shocking deception, broken trust, and the trail of destruction left behind. Listen to Betrayal Weekly on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Betrayal and start listening.
Are they cheating? Let's find out. Part 2 of War of the Roses starts right now on KDWB.
Two big red flags. Which one is the bigger red flag, though? Here are the red flags according to Tracy on War of the Roses. Hi, Tracy.
Hi, good morning, guys.
Good morning. So tell us again what you saw that made you want to do War of the Roses on your husband, Hunter.
Well, the first thing is he's missing his wedding ring. He, quote unquote, dropped it in the storm drain when he was out walking our dog. We can see the ring in the iron grate, and says he's called the city. It's been 2 months. We still don't have the ring back. And then last weekend, he went to his friend's house, and they were watching the game. And yet when he came home, I caught him washing off his, genitalia in our bathroom sink. So, I think he's cheating.
Well, I mean,
I hope not. I mean, maybe it could just be like a weird situation. Has he done it? He hasn't been fishy with his phone or taking weird calls.
No, nothing like that.
Okay.
But I mean, I work, and he could be taking calls while he's at work. I don't, you're not together all the time.
Well, one thing that sometimes works is calling them up and letting them think that they're getting a survey from their local cable company or satellite company. And then if they take the survey, we'll send a dozen roses. And then they go, oh, so I can send a dozen roses without paying for them to anybody I want to? I'm going to send them to the woman that I'm seeing on the side. And that's how we trick them with War of the Roses. Well, the problem is when we call them, sometimes they know. Sometimes they recognize they're on War of the Roses.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they don't want to send them to anybody. We'll find out what happens because we're going to call him right now and see who he sends roses to. Are you ready, Fallon?
Yes, sir.
Okay, here we go. What's your name going to be today?
Rose.
What? Seriously?
Yeah.
Rose?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want to come up with a name for me? Bianca?
Vivian. I was thinking Vivian.
Okay, I like Vivian.
All right.
Hi, Hunter. This is Vivian. How are you today? I want to get those out for you as soon as possible. First of all, thanks for taking the time today to participate in our survey. So to send the roses out, I definitely need a name. So first and last name of the recipient of these dozen long stem romantic roses.
So that's it? You just need a name, and then you just send it out?
Yes, and we'll obviously have to grab the address as well, but we'll start with the name.
All right. You can send it to Jazz.
What's her name? I'm sorry. I think I didn't know if I heard that right.
It's Jazz.
Jazz. That is a fun name.
That is
I really like
fun
Jazz.
Name. Well, things have gone well so far, but things are probably going to turn a little bit against you right now. Hey, Hunter. It's really weird because we're all listening in right now. A bunch of people on KDWB are listening to you send flowers to Jazz. One of the people listening is your wife, Tracy. And
Are you
Tracy.
kidding me?
Well, yeah, because it's KDWB, and we're on the radio right now. We're doing War of the Roses, and the entire Twin Cities just heard you.
We're on the radio.
Yeah. The entire Twin Cities just heard you send roses to someone named Jazz.
Right, well,
Well, yeah, Well, you're doing good so far.
So far.
Doing good. Let me explain a little bit. My name's Dave, and that's Fallon.
Hi, nice to meet you. Not Vivian.
And we wanted to see if you could win flowers, who you would send them to. But
Right.
Tracy, your wife, put us up to this because she was suspicious when she caught you washing yourself off in the sink a couple of weeks ago. Do you remember doing that?
Yeah, I mean, sure.
You remember doing it. You admit you remember washing your stuff off in the sink.
You guys got to maintain,
Oh, my God.
I got to tell you, I don't think I've ever done that before.
On a Sunday night, you're just got to maintain it?
I'm going to let somebody else do some of the talking here because it started off with your ring down the storm drain.
Yeah, I mean, accidents happen.
Ring down the storm drain was an accident. You didn't take that off, so Jazz would think that you're single.
No, there's nothing to do with it.
Well, who's Jazz? Let me let you do some of the talking here, Tracy. If you want to ask some questions, I'm going to give you a chance to interrogate your husband and find out some of the things that. Who's Jazz? Why would he send her flowers?
Hunter,
Yeah.
you're married. Do not remember that you're married. I do not remember our vows, our wedding vows that we took. And now you're sending flowers to someone named Jazz. Jazz? What is that? What kind of name is Jazz, Hunter?
Well, I don't know. You're going to sit here and just point fingers at me like on the radio? Is that what's going on now?
Oh, my God. I thought I was going crazy. You lost your ring, and then you were washing your off, and now
I
you're
really
sending
did lose my
flowers to
ring.
someone
I mean,
named Jazz.
that was
Who
an
is
accident.
she? Is she a stripper?
I'm going to get it back. I told you. We're going to call the city. I'm going to have them, fish it out of there.
Oh, my God. I don't even give a about your ring anymore. Who the is Jazz? Is she a stripper? Is she a hooker? What? I mean, I don't know anyone by that name.
I mean, I don't understand how you're going to sit here and just and ridicule me on the radio, no less, when you went to Thunder from Down Under this weekend. You know what I mean?
Oh, my God.
I mean, who
Hunter,
did that? You did.
I did. It's called a night out with the girls. It's not cheating. It is not the same thing.
Yeah, well, I think when you see those guys, you want to suck, right? You know that. Right? That's exactly what you're doing.
Yeah, you know what? I do want to suck.
Okay.
But I don't.
Right. Exactly. You just
But
made
I
my
don't.
point. Thank you.
But she don't.
Doesn't. There's a.
They
What
don't.
is happening?
They don't let you do that, Hunter.
It's the same thing.
No, it's not this. Well, I'm going to stay out of this one. Maybe is it too late for me to stay out of this one?
No, I mean, thank God you've been staying. I would have missed some of that gold.
Everybody's in. This is on the radio. This is ridiculous.
But who is Jazz? Can we get back to that? Who is this person?
We're going to
Jazz
sit here and
you wanna
talk about
send
that. You want to
roses
just like nitpick. You want to nitpick that?
Oh, my God.
You know what, Hunter? Keep your dirty out of my house and out of our bathroom sink. How about that?
Yellow diamonds in the light, and we're standing side by side as a shadow crosses mine. What it takes to come alive. It's the way I'm feeling, I just can't deny. But I gotta let
101.3 KDWB. In case you didn't hear it, Governor Walz is going to be the running mate for Kamala Harris. That came out maybe half an hour or so ago.
If not less than that, yeah.
So it was down to 2. I think the Pennsylvania governor was another candidate, but this one is now final.
Wow.
So it gets really interesting. All right, coming up in a second, we got some stuff on Gen Z going wireless. And I'm not talking about your phone. I'm not talking about anything with Wi-Fi. Gen Z goes wireless. They're ditching something, and we'll tell you what it is next on You Can't Make This Stuff Up on KDWB.
iHeartRadio.
Olympics update.
American Valerie Allman took home her second straight Olympic gold medal in the women's discus throw. Allman says it's been inspiring to see all the women have so much success in Paris.
I personally have been so inspired by these games, just women owning all sorts of their journey and putting on freaking impressive performances.
On the pitch, the U.S. women's national soccer team faces Germany in the semifinal match.
For NBC's live coverage from Paris,
Search Olympics on the free iHeartRadio app. Win your way to our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
starring Big Sean, Camila Cabello, Doja Cat, Dua Lipa, Gwen Stefani, Halsey, Hozier, Keith Urban, New Kids on the Block, Paramore, Shabuzi, The Black Crowes, Thomas Rhett, Victoria Monet, and more.
September 20th and 21st.
T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
Keep listening for your next chance to be there.
At our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Presented by Capital One.
Biking, Bonme, Besties. Summer's better downtown. From the North Loop to Loring Park, warm weather fun is here. From rooftop dining to music under the stars, find a new way to play. Visit MPLSdowntown.com for more.
From the Custom One Exterior Weather Center.
You can finally go outside today without having to bring an umbrella with you because it's going to be partly sunny, a high of 77. Tomorrow, partly sunny and 76.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. The new Luxe Cravings box from Taco Bell with cheesy, crunchy favorites, chips and nacho cheese sauce, and a drink for just $7. Try it today at participating Taco Bell stores for a limited time only while supplies last. Price and participation vary. Drinks excludes freezes. Tax extra.
Your carpet is jealous. It's watching your kids get brand new back-to-school clothes and a Barbie backpack and a brand new haircut. And it's going, what about me? Listen, take care of your carpet with Zero Res. It's the end of the summer sale with Zero Res, and they can take care of your carpet, your tile, your rugs, upholstery. Basically, every surface in your home can be Zero Resified. So it's time to call my cleaning pros at Zero Res. If it's been a while since your last deep clean, it is the right time to do it. Get your entire home Zero Resified from Minnesota's ultimate carpet cleaner and get 3 rooms of carpet cleaned starting at just $119. Also, get your air ducts cleaned this month with 20% off your air duct cleaning. Air ducts will help alleviate allergies and asthma, less dust. It's a great benefit for you and your home. And your dryer vent, too. 952-0RES or ZeroResMinnesota.com. Book it now. Make sure you mention the KDWB special. Zero Res, backward or forward, it spells the same.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop, opt out.
Attention. If your teen or preteen is or has been addicted to Instagram, Snapchat, or TikTok and been treated for eating disorders, body image issues, anxiety, depression, or suicidal thoughts, you may be eligible to participate in a lawsuit for significant compensation. Text STRUGGLE to 323232 for more information. Disclosures by multiple Facebook whistleblowers suggest Instagram knows their social media platform is highly addictive and causes eating disorders, body image issues, depression, and suicidal ideation, but have done little to stop it. If your family has been impacted by social media addiction, you could be eligible for significant compensation. Text STRUGGLE to 323232 if you'd like to discuss a lawsuit. Text STRUGGLE to 323232. Text the word STRUGGLE to 323232.
Payton attorney spokesperson Motley Rice attorney Donald A. Migliori is responsible for this ad. Motley Rice LLC is headquartered at 28 Bridgeside Boulevard, Mount Pleasant, South Carolina 29464.
We're definitely going to be late to the concert. I feel like we should be there by now.
I'm just taking a little detour.
I gotta fill up my gas tank, and I know this place a couple towns over where the gas is cheaper.
Are you serious? We're gonna be late for the concert because you're driving out of the way for cheaper gas? Just use Upside.
What's Upside?
Upside is the free cashback app that gets you real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait, I can get cash back just for buying the gas I need anyway?
Yes, I use it all the time, and I've made around $200. Now pull over so you can download the Upside app before we miss the concert.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code OIL25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank, PayPal, or as a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code OIL25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code OIL25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus. That's code OIL25.
Hey, it's Fallon. Summers in Minnesota are the best. We're out on the lake. We're enjoying ourselves outside. The last thing you want to worry about is fogged up glasses, changing contacts, and all of the stuff that goes with that. That's why you go see my friends, Dr. Lobanoff and Dr. Whiting at OVO LASIK and Lens and get LASIK. I saw Dr. Lobanoff. I can't recommend him enough. OVO always has the Twin Cities' only best price guarantee, but they're extending their amazing deal of $500 off LASIK through Labor Day. That's for everyone, and trust me, you don't want to miss out on a deal like that. And for a limited time, college students get an extra $200 off both eyes with an active college ID. That's $700 of savings. That's a legendary way to head back to school. Also, with that deal, you get 24 months of interest-free financing. There's really no reason to put it off any longer. Schedule your free LASIK exam at OVO. Find them at ovoi.com. That's OVOEYE.com.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop, opt out.
This is an important message for all parents of teens. If your teen or preteen is or has been addicted to social media sites such as Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok, or YouTube, and they have suffered from eating disorders, body image issues, anxiety, depression, or suicidal thoughts, you may be eligible to participate in a lawsuit for significant compensation. Text PARENT to 200-300 to find out more. Disclosures by a Facebook whistleblower show Instagram and Facebook know their social media platforms were highly addictive and may have caused eating disorders, body image issues, depression, and suicidal ideation. That's right. It appears these social media companies knew they had been causing serious harm to kids, but have done little to stop it. If your teen has been harmed by social media like Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok, or YouTube, then you could be eligible for significant compensation. Text PARENT to 200-300 if you'd like to discuss a lawsuit. Text PARENT to 200-300.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson, Media Advertising Specialists, LLC, is responsible for the content of this ad with principal offices in Chicago, Illinois.
This is the famous footwear that makes us actually want to go back to school. With the newest styles from all your favorite brands, like Nike, Adidas, Crocs, Converse, New Balance, Birkenstock, and more. You'll find everything kids want, all at prices parents can appreciate. Because you don't have to overspend to make it famous. Famous Footwear even has fit experts in store to make sure you get the right size every time. So, for the perfect fit, make it famous. Plus, right now, buy one, get one half off when you shop your local Famous Footwear or famous.com. Some exclusions apply.
From the Quick Trip Traffic Center.
35W northbound heavy Highway 280 to County Road C, County Road E2 to County Road I. That's all due to construction. For some reason, still taking it down to one lane. Highway 10 westbound is a parking lot as a result from 694 to 35W. I'm Jeremy Scott, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by Mr. Rooter. At Mr. Rooter Plumbing, August is Double Flush Deal Month. Replace one toilet at regular price and get 20% off the second. All month long. Find the Twin Cities plumbing experts at MrRooter.com.
101.3 KDWB. You can't make this stuff up. 2, 3, 4.
It is brought to you by WhiteBearMitsubishi.com. Gen Z is getting rid of their underwire bras. TikTok is full of videos of women raving about wire-free bra options and freeing themselves of the discomfort of feeling like something's digging into their skin all day.
Woo.
Oh, you done wooing over there?
No,
Okay.
I'm really here for this story.
Yeah?
This is hot news.
Is that the reason you don't wear them? No, right?
I don't need them. What are they holding up? Nothing. So what's the point?
Creator Stephanie Jade Lewis says she's a happy wire-free girly now. Those are her words, and that not spending all day waiting to take off her bras changed her life. She says, I don't even know I'm wearing anything. I used to be so excited about coming home and get my bra off. Now it's not even a thought. Chloe DeWinter, who is the founder of Nala, an underwear brand that sells both wired and wire-free, says she has definitely noticed a shift among consumers. We've seen a significant consumer trend among Gen Z women who are ditching traditional wired bras in favor of wire-free options. What is the benefit of a wire bra?
Yeah, it makes your boobs probably a little more plump and round looking.
Makes them like stand up, kind of.
Is that what it is?
Whereas the other bra is kind of just like underwear. It's there to like hold your boobs, but it doesn't do anything for a shape and stuff.
It holds it, but not lifts it.
Yeah.
I truly never knew.
Yeah, and now you know.
Never knew.
Underwire bra lifts them.
Did you go to a top party school? Maybe you did. At the end of summer, it's approaching. Millions of people embrace the tradition of packing up the car and heading off to college. That means for another tradition, honoring the best party schools in the United States. Now, we're going to start with number 10 and go up, and then one of them might surprise you or might not. Howard University.
Not surprised.
University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign. University of Wisconsin-Madison.
Yeah, I was gonna say Madison's got to be on there.
University of Georgia, USC, Syracuse, University of Alabama, Tulane University, Florida State, and UC Santa Barbara. I don't know that it's true, but I think St. Cloud State has got the reputation of the big local party school.
Yep.
You went there.
I did. And every time if someone said, where do you go to school? And I said St. Cloud, they'd go, party school. And I'd say, okay, great. Thank you for asking me about like my major and things that I'm interested in.
What was your major anyway?
Communication studies.
What'd you do with that major anyway?
I work on the radio, you ding dong.
Well, how long did it take you to get that radio job?
10 years.
10 years. 10 years. What are other big party schools in Minnesota?
Mankato.
Is Mankato a big party school?
I think Mankato and St. Cloud are probably tied for top.
Do you think so?
Yeah, absolutely.
U of M's not in there?
No, I mean, it is, but it doesn't, I don't think it compares as much because the U of M actually has like things to do around it outside of partying.
I see.
So
okay.
it's like, it's definitely a party school.
Yeah, there's
still.
nothing to do in St. Cloud. I mean, you can go to the strip mall. Woohoo.
Like, well, they have a vape shop there.
Yeah, they do.
That's pretty cool.
Let's all head to Barnes & Noble. No.
We got a party coming up a week from Friday. Super cool. We're going to be at the, it's called Smash Park in Roseville for a little happy hour, a little meet and greet. Everybody from the Dave Ryan Show is going to be there from 6:30 till 8 o'clock. Come on by for games and drink specials and prizes and selfies and sweaty hugs, and it's just going to be kind of fun at Smash Park. I've never been to Smash Park, but it's kind of like they've got a bunch of different things you do.
Yeah. Pickleball, axe throwing, a bunch of games, obviously drinks and food and stuff. We'll have some concert tickets to give away, so it'll be super fun.
Very
I've been there. It's fun.
Put it in your phone for next Friday, August 16th already. It is KDWB on the Dave Ryan Show. Be back with Dave's Dirt coming up in a second. Kamala Harris shows her running mate. We'll tell you more about that. Break it down a little bit for you next on KDWB on The Dirt. Always trying to help out in the community here on KDWB. We adopted a little stretch of Highway 7. We clean that up a couple of times a year. It's our little baby stretch of highway we adopted.
It's just a baby.
Oh, he's so cute. Also, we're doing Roger's Rescue Ride. Roger is a rescue cat. That's my wife's cat that we got for an organization called, I think it was Angel of Hope Rescue. And Paws for Paws has a big motorcycle ride coming up on September 14th. We're going to be getting on our hogs or whatever you happen to ride. That's what we call them, a hog. We get on the hog. A hog. Okay. Whatever you happen to ride, whatever you want to ride along with us, we'll be doing that on September 14th. We start about 9 in the morning. We're done by early afternoon. We ride across the river into beautiful Wisconsin. We stop at a bar. We get a couple of sandwiches and a Diet Coke, and we get to know each other. We play some games, and we ride back. We raise money for homeless pets. Sign up online. Go to DaveRyanShow.com. Click on the Dave tab. And it's an easy ride. It's not full of twisty turnies. So if you're a new rider and you ride really at your own pace. So if you don't want to go, I usually go pretty fast.
Yeah, like how fast?
35, 40 miles an hour.
In a 25?
Yeah.
Oh, you devil.
Yeah.
Wow.
But however fast. Anyway, we're raising money for homeless pets. And if you want to help out, we've done it for like 5 years, and we always have such a great time. September 14th, sign up on DaveRyanShow.com under the Dave tab.
Ooh, I'm also doing something that same day. But if you ride a motorcycle, you should definitely go check out that ride on September 14th as well. I'm going to be helping host the Walk for Wishes. It's happening at the Omni Viking Lakes Hotel down in Egan. So come on out. You can walk, you can jog, run, whatever you want. And we're going to help raise money for the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
I was going to say,
Minnesota.
it must be Make-A-Wish.
So, yeah, come check that out. Also, if you're hungry today, go swing by Holiday Station stores and get yourself a cheeseburger square wrap. They're nice, warm, toasty burger wraps.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah, go
Thank
get
you,
one.
Jenny.
You're
All
welcome.
right. A couple of seconds away, we're going to get you on that list to get slimed at Mall of America next Tuesday. God, we got a lot of stuff going on. We are a busy little radio station. Next Tuesday, Mall of America in the afternoon. Bailey, Vaughn, and myself will be there to get you slimed at the Rotunda at Mall of America, or either that or in Nick Universe, I'm not sure. And then you're going to get a chance to go to see Charlie XCX in Chicago. So we'll do that in just a minute. First, though, it's The Dirt on KDWB.
Celebrity scandals and your baby mama drama. It's Dave's Dirt on KDWB.
One of the Olympic stories you won't hear a whole lot about, brought to you by Nicolay Law Offices, is a swimmer that basically blew her event. She's from Paraguay. She blew her event on day one. But she's kind of a party girl, and she hung out in Olympic Village, and then she basically took off her Paraguay Olympic attire and just wore, like, I don't know, something else. I'm not sure. And she showed off a lot of skin, and she partied, and she drank, and she did a lot of things that distracted other athletes that were serious. So they finally said, you need to get your ass on a plane and go home. So they kicked her out of the Olympic Village.
Dang.
And I
She's
love it.
claiming that she wasn't removed.
Oh, she does?
She is claiming that on Instagram. She said that she was not removed. Those are lies. So, I don't know.
It's a good rumor. I like it.
I would claim that I was removed and be like, yeah, I got discharged from the Olympic Village because I was too fun.
Also, there's another Olympic story you don't hear a lot about on NBC. That is the pole vaulter who knocked the pole off with his pole, and he's now been offered $250,000 to go on like an OnlyFans kind of a thing and reveal his pole in person. So far, no response.
Yeah, probably doesn't need to do that. He's an Olympic athlete. He probably can find other ways to make money.
I don't know.
Money is money.
Yeah, I mean, to an extent. It depends on how you earn that money.
People already seen the junk. Why not put it out for display?
They haven't seen it.
You being all like, oh, no, I'm going to have to maybe pose in a thong for my birthday. Oh, no.
But it's different. Nobody's seen my junk yet.
Yeah, well, they're going to.
If you don't know what Bailey's talking about, Vaughn set a challenge for himself to earn 5,500 followers on Instagram.
Earlier today, when we said this, I was at 4583. Right now, I'm at 4965. So
wow.
What's that? 400 people.
You're gonna be in a thong.
Oh, you're gonna crush it. Yeah, absolutely.
I think as soon as you hit 5,500, you have to do it. We're not waiting until your birthday.
We can't change it to 6,000.
No, you can't change it once you've already established it.
The night is still young. We can change it to 6,000.
No, you can't change it because that cheats the people who voted for you.
Yeah.
You can't make it all about you, Vaunt.
I mean, it's my birthday.
Well, it is.
No.
So go follow Vaunt Leak. Leak on Instagram. If he gets up to 5,500 followers by 8 a.m. Monday or before, he's going to pose in a thong on
yes,
Instagram.
I will.
It was your idea.
For your viewing pleasure.
You cannot complain about it. Let's see what else we got here. I love this clip from Kelly Clarkson. She's talking about how when she won American Idol, people mocked her for winning stardom on a reality show. And really, that's exactly what happened. But she's milked it. She's done a great thing with it. So now she is making fun of the stars who mocked her, but then joined talent shows like American Idol.
But I will say a lot of them ended up on shows like the one I'm from.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you name...
It's funny what money does.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know who she's talking about.
I'm going to guess it's probably Katy Perry.
That's what I was thinking, too.
I think it's probably Katy Perry because I don't think that Katy Perry is very well liked in the industry.
Yeah.
And I think that might have something to do with the fact that her song Woman's World has not really taken off the way that she wanted it to.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be a gigantic comeback hit. I have heard it on the radio a few times, and I like it.
Yeah.
But it's definitely not a huge hit.
I like it.
Yeah, okay. Simone Biles talks about her Olympic experience. Here's Simone.
No, I've accomplished way more than my wildest dreams, not just at this Olympics, but in the sport. So I can't be mad at my performances. A couple years ago, I didn't think I'd be back here at an Olympic Games. So competing and then walking away with 4 medals, I'm not mad about it. I'm pretty proud of myself, and it's always so exciting to compete. And yeah.
She's been competitive since she was just a little kid. I saw a video, I think yesterday, of like a 6-year-old Simone Biles kind of blowing a vault exercise where you run down the gym and then you vault and you jump on the little pommel horse, and she landed it funny and she fell and she was pissed. And she was like 6 years old. It's like she got that competitive spirit even at 6 years old.
I know someone like that.
Who is that?
Shifty eyes towards the blonde in the room.
Me?
Jenny, who takes everything way too seriously.
I know. I'm a little nervous for this pickleball league I just joined because Andrew and I will be partners in it. And I get real frustrated with him sometimes because he's a ball hog. He goes for things that he shouldn't.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
He
I
already
get it.
knows that. If he's listening right now, he knows.
I know what you mean. Somebody's like, no, I could have gotten that shot. So you're both over competitive.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, fine. Miley Cyrus's dad finalized the divorce from wife number 1, 2, 3. Billy Ray Cyrus and Fire Rose. Never marry anybody named Fire Rose, nor Billy Ray. They signed the paperwork in Tennessee. They wed less than a year ago. They never commingled bank accounts. She is not getting alimony. Miley's dad told TMZ, "This has been the most insane scam, a web of lies. It's unfortunate it played out this way. Love is blind, that's for sure." He accused her of unauthorized use of his credit card. She spent nearly $100,000 of Billy Ray's money on 37 unauthorized charges. Even after he filed for divorce, she paid her attorneys more than $70,000 on Billy Ray's credit cards. Speaking of scammy, sleazy things, I'm watching Dirty Pop on Netflix, which is the NSYNC Backstreet Boys Lou Pearlman story. I've had it on my wish list for a couple of weeks, and it's number 7. And I thought, let's watch it. So we watched like 3 episodes last night. And Lou Pearlman was this totally unexpected business mogul success. Because he looked like he should be like driving a mail truck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is not an insult against people who drive a mail truck, but I think you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He's like chubby and bald and not attractive, and he had glasses. But he was such a great bull blanker that people would buy into whatever he thought. He owned a blimp company. So you would have like a blimp that said McDonald's or a blimp that said like, I don't know, Cheerios on the side. Well, he decided to get out of the blimp business. You know how he did it?
How?
Crashed every one of his blimps.
Is that real?
Crashed
Are you making this up?
I'm not.
Sounds made up.
It sounds made up. But he crashed every one of his blimps, got the insurance money, moved down to Orlando, and started being a music mogul. So he found 5 really cute boys, the Backstreet Boys. And then he found these amazing songwriters that turned them into stars. One of my favorite parts is he also found NSYNC. And there was payday for NSYNC. They'd never gotten paid anything. They got their expenses and their food and their hotel, whatever, paid. But they got a payday one day. First payday, they each got $10,000. And Joey Fatone is like, man, I looked at that. It's more money than I'd ever seen. No, Chris Kirkpatrick said, I've never seen that much money. And then J.C. Chazé said, you worked at the Outback Steakhouse. How much did you make in a year there?
Yeah.
And Chris Kirkpatrick's like, oh. Good point.
Yeah.
I would have made like $30,000 a year making it at the Outback Steakhouse.
I mean, one check of $10,000 seems like a lot, but if that's what you're making total, then it's not a lot.
It's so good. It's called Dirty Pop, and it's on Netflix.
So cool. I want to watch that now so badly.
It really is good. Yeah, it's super interesting. There is renewed talk that the federal investigation of the hot tub death of Matthew Perry is nearing a conclusion. Multiple people might be charged providing the Friend star with a lethal dose of ketamine. Detectives from the DEA and the U.S. Postal Inspectors have been on the hunt for Matthew's killer. I guess they're looking for, 6 weeks ago, detectives interviewed Charlie Sheen's ex-wife, Brooke Mueller, several times. Authorities seized her laptop and iPhone. She and Matthew met during one of their many rehab stints. She remained adamant she had nothing to do with his death. So I guess you can hold the person who provided the drugs responsible.
Well, that's like the only person I thought, right?
Yeah, sure. But to me, he was the one who decided to ingest them.
Mm-hmm.
So don't you put just as much and not more fault? I mean, if you came in with a bunch of drugs and said, hey, Dave, I got some fentanyl, I have every right to say, I'm going to go ahead and pass on the fentanyl.
Right, yeah. I don't know why.
Buzzkill. I'm just kidding.
Put this bag away.
Everybody else is doing fentanyl.
Yeah.
Dave, come on. Let's do some fentanyl. That is it for the dirt on KDWB, and we will be back in a moment.
We got to give away a qualifier spot for the Charlie XCX flyaway trip coming up.
Yes, we do. That would be super cool. So let's do that right now on KDWB. Charlie XCX is going to be in Chicago. We'd love to send you down there to see Charlie XCX in concert. That's going to be on September 30th. But before you go, you're going to get slimed at Mall of America next Tuesday. Everybody from the Dave Ryan Show. Jenny's got a day off. We'll be there next Tuesday in the afternoon, get you slimed at Mall of America, and then you might get the trip to see Charlie XCX in Chicago. How cool would that be? You probably fly down, go to an expensive steakhouse, then you stay in a nice hotel, you go see the show. The next day, you're out shopping.
Yeah.
You go to the, Navy Pier with the big Ferris wheel?
Yeah, and you can go and see the Bean, which might be in construction, but I don't know. You could go see the Bean. I
think it is.
Can you imagine you go, it's like you're there, and the Bean is closed
and you're
that
like,
day?
the one thing I wanted to see.
If you want to go, then go ahead and call me. Check your phone to make sure you're available next Tuesday afternoon, and you're available on September 30th for the Charlie XCX show in Chicago. And if you want to do it, then call me. We'll get you slimed and get you make you a winner. 651-989-KDWB.
Hey, it's Dave Ryan. We love our kids so much. We want the best for them. And if you're looking for a high-quality early childhood program for your child, New Horizon is the answer. My daughter, Allison, many years ago, loved to go to New Horizon. I would pick her up, and she would just be bubbling over